Good day, everyone. My name is April May Azarconbu from BS Ad 2A. Today, our group is assigned to report to you about technical report. But before that, I apologize for the background noises. Now let's go on with the topic. Let me define to you what is a technical report. A technical report is a document that describes the progress, process, or results of scientific or technical research. It also can include some recommendations and conclusions. Technical reports may be considered as gray literature because they rarely undergo comprehensive, independent peer review before publication. In our module, it has many types. What our group is assigned to report to you the five types. First, trip report. 2, feasibility report. 3, proposal report. 4, accident report. Last but not least, recommendation report. Now let's go on with my topic, which is the trip report. A trip report is a communication document addressed to your aircraft owner, aviation reporting executive, director, and/or members of your team. It's meant to review why you attended, what you learned, and who you met. It will likely also include your recommendations based on your learnings. Now, what are the parts of a trip report? There are three parts of a trip report that I will introduce to you today. First, introduction. 2, discussion. 3, conclusion and/or recommendations. Now, how can we apply these parts into a real-life trip report? Here we have an example. We have here the date, May 23, 2011, the receiver, Attorney Jose P. Cruz, the sender, Daniel B. Lardizobal, and the subject of our trip report, Baguio City Seminar Workshop on Troubleshooting. The first part of a trip report is the introduction. On May 2 to 5, 2011, I attended the seminar workshop on troubleshooting in Baguio City. My purpose in attending the seminar workshop was to update myself with the current principles and techniques in troubleshooting or small engine repair. Together with me in this seminar workshop were Dax Garcia and Justin Sarmiento. The second part is the discussion. The discussion consists of the topics tackled while on the lecture. We have here the engine nomenclature. The seminar workshop opened with 2-hour discussions on the classifications of engines, plus the names of various parts of an engine. Engineer Roger P. Ramos of UST delivered a lecture and introduced application activities on this topic. Operation. The 2-hour discussion on how an engine is operated in a 4-port cycle was done by Engineer Jill B. Delgado of Daly's Builders. He presented several slides and actual demonstration on how the machines operate. Troubleshooting safety measures. Dean Benji P. Luna of the College of Engineering, UP Diliman, Quezon City, spoke about the chief hazard with small engine repair work. This 2-hour talk focused on method and techniques to avoid hazardous acts in troubleshooting. Application activity. The whole afternoon of day 2 gave us a 4-hour practicum on what we learned from the talks of the invited speakers. And the last part of our trip report is the conclusion and/or recommendations. Every part of the seminar workshop was helpful to the three of us, but each presentation had the following specific on us. First, Engineer Ramos's lecture on engine nomenclature was the most informative. His clear and systematic presentation of information contributed a lot to our easy and fast retention of essential things about the topic. I wish our company could have him as one of the speakers in our company development day in December. Second, the operation of an engine in a 4-cycle part was not too clear to some of us. Although Engineer Delgado was proficient in dealing with the topic, the limited time devoted to the actual demonstrations of the engine operation caused our insufficient understanding of the operation. Third, Dean Luna's lecture on safety measure instructed us most. Here, new, varied, useful things came to our mind and senses. This portion of the event seemed to be the Discovery Channel to all of us. I wish, though, that longer time could have been given to a PowerPoint presentation of sample human experience related to each safety measure. Fourth, the last part of the seminar workshop was the most beneficial to us as we were given the opportunity to apply what we have learned from the speakers and demonstrators. The interactive activities requiring pair or group work made us practice things as naturally and confidently as we could. Now let's move on to our next topic, which is about feasibility report. Now let me define to you what is a feasibility report. A feasibility report is a testimony that attempts to create some sort of action. Feasibility reports are created to persuade or help the decision makers to choose between the available options. Remember that your options is not the only one. The decision makers will probably have many to choose from. A, a feasibility report also determines whether or not the investigated task can be done with the amount of resources available or how many resources will be necessary in order to complete the task. A feasibility may be useful in a lot of different situations such as event planning, finances, or even remodeling your home. What are the parts of a feasibility report? A feasibility report is a paper that examines a proposed solution and evaluates whether it is possible, given certain constraints. It includes 6 sections: introduction, background information, requirements, evaluation, conclusion, and finally the recommendation or final opinion section. Now, how can we apply those parts? We have here an example of a feasibility report. We have here the date, January 20, 2011. The receiver, Mr. Jose P. Lopez, President, Daffodundox Holdings Incorporated, 38 Nara Street, Taft Avenue, Manila. We have here the content. Sir, the purpose of this is to recommend to your company the construction of a two-story supermarket near Justin University and Cinema Juvial in Diparo, Caloocan City for the following reasons. First, presently, no single supermarket exists in this thickly populated area. Thus, the residents of the surrounding subdivisions need to spend some time going to Nova Supermarket, an almost 1 hour ride from the subdivision, to buy the basic things they need for their day-to-day existence. Second, several commercial establishments such as restaurants, fast foods, stalls, gift shops, bookstores, bus terminals, among others, are quickly mushrooming in this lone wide area. This is an ideal place for a two-story supermarket capable of giving an economic boom to the Duff Fundux Holdings Inc. Third, in comparing and contrasting these three construction companies, mega builders, Dales Towers, and Elbar's Homes, I find the following criteria crucial to your act of entrusting the construction of a two-story supermarket to any of these construction firms. First is the cost. The cost of the whole project should not exceed 30 million pesos. Second, service personnel. The company to work on the project should be composed of not only licensed, but also experienced architects and engineers. Third, warranty. The evaluation procedure to determine the quality of fitness of the output should be biannual in a span of 2 years. We have here the analysis of these three construction companies. Mega builders. Having been in a construction business for 20 years, this company has a number of licensed and experienced members. In addition, most of their architects and engineers are UP and USC top graduates. This company is amenable to a 2-year warranty with an annual building checkup. Their involvement in the supermarket construction would mean spending 28 million pesos for the whole project. Dales Towers. This company has just joined the construction business since 5 years ago. It's new to this business, but it has already earned the prestige of being the first to put up the tallest skyscraper in Manila, having its confidence in its Harvard graduate architects, engineers, and CEOs. It gives only 1 year warranty to any company. This firm will settle for 27 million pesos for the entire project. Elbar's Homes. For 26.5 million pesos plus 3-year warranty, this construction company promises to carry out the project. But its personnel, though licensed, are not as experienced as those of the other two companies. Taking pride and confidence, nonetheless, in its top-notch engineers and architects, as well as German-trained CEOs. This company is projecting a very promising and dependent performance. researching on the similarities and differences of these three construction firms through the scale of 1 to 3, with 3 as the bet. We came out with this table. Here we have the table which includes the criteria, mega builders, Dales Towers, Albers Homes, and of course, the things that we must consider: cost, warranty, personnel, and the total score. For mega builders, cost 2, warranty 3, personnel 1, Dales Towers, cost 2, warranty 2, personnel 3, Albers Homes, cost 3, warranty 1, personnel 1. The highest total goes to Dales Towers, which is 7. Here we have the personnel and the construction company's contact numbers to whichever the company chooses. Now we have the last part, the conclusion and the recommendations. Conclusions. Not all these three construction companies meet our criteria excellently, but showing the crucial essential role of people to put up and edifies, this table rates the Dales Towers as the best. This indicates this company's superiority over the other companies. Recommendations. Considering the three criteria shown in the preceding table, Dales Towers is our best for the establishment of the two-story supermarket in Deparo, Caloocan City. Succeeding in prodding to a company to put up a supermarket in this thickly populated and frequently visited area of the city, we will be able to help the residents in many subdivisions in this place experience more convenient, easier, and faster ways of buying everything they need for their day-to-day existence on Earth. Further, the realization of this project will likewise make the Daffodondocs Holdings Incorporated rather more economically stable in many years to come. Very respectfully yours, the sender, Mr. Daniel F. Lorenzo. So that ends our report. Thank you for all of your attention. For questions, do not hesitate to message me on any social media accounts that I have. Thank you. This has been April May Azarkonbu from BS Ed 2A.